Stop scrolling. The most secret place in America isn't a myth, and it's sitting in the Nevada desert. Before we dive in, hit like, subscribe, and comment if you'd raid Area 51 or immediately trip over a cactus. Area 51. Just saying the name feels illegal. It's a classified U.S. military base located in southern Nevada, about 80 miles northwest of Las Vegas. And officially, the government barely acknowledged it existed until 2013. Not a joke. That's over half a century of no comment. So what's really going on out there? Aliens? Secret aircraft? Or just government employees trying to survive 120-degree heat? Let's rewind. Area 51 was established in 1955 during the Cold War. US needed a remote place to test experimental aircraft without the Soviets or curious Americans watching. And Nevada's desert was perfect. Flat land, restricted airspace, and absolutely nothing around. No Starbucks, no Wi-Fi. Just vibes and secrecy. The base was originally called Groom Lake, named after a dry lake bed nearby. Still is, technically. Area 51 is just the nickname that stuck, because it sounds like a horror movie sequel. One of the first things tested, it was the U-2 spy plane. This thing flew way higher than any commercial aircraft at the time. So in the 1950s, civilians started seeing strange lights in the sky, high-altitude planes reflecting sunlight at sunset. And people were like, yeah, that's not a plane. Cue UFO reports. The government didn't explain it, because explaining it would mean admitting to secret spy tech. So they stayed quiet. And that silence? It fed the alien rumors like gasoline on a campfire. By the 1960s and 70s, Area 51 had fully entered pop culture. UFO sightings, alien autopsies, crashed flying saucers. If it had big eyes and gray skin, people assumed it was chilling behind a locked door in Nevada. Then came the conspiracy legends. One of the most famous claims came from a man named Bob Lazar in 1989. The internet went absolutely feral. To this day, Bob Lazar's story is debated nonstop. Some say he's legit. Others say he's lying with confidence. But whether true or not, his story permanently glued aliens to Area 51. Now let's talk about security. Area 51 is no joke. The airspace above it is restricted. You can't fly over it. Not with a drone. Not with a plane. Not even in Microsoft Flight Simulator, probably. On the ground, the perimeter is guarded by unmarked white trucks. No military logos. Just men in sunglasses with "Don't test me" energy. Locals call them the camo dudes. Warning signs are posted miles before you get close. They don't say, "peep out." They say things like, "use of deadly force authorized." That's not a suggestion. That's a promise. No fences, no walls. Just invisible lines and consequences. People who cross those lines are detained, fined, and banned for life. And that's if they're lucky. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite all the alien hype, there's solid evidence that Area 51 is primarily used for testing advanced aircraft. Planes like the SR-71 Blackbird, the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter, and experimental drones were developed and tested there. Basically, tech so advanced, it looked extraterrestrial to anyone watching from a distance. So when someone in the 80s saw a silent black triangle moving across the sky, that was probably stealth technology, not ET running late for dinner. Still, some questions remain unanswered. Why the extreme secrecy? Why not relocate testing now that satellites exist? And why does the government still refuse to talk about certain things? That mystery is what keeps Area 51 alive in our collective brain. In 2019, the internet did what it does best and created chaos. A Facebook event titled Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, went viral. Millions clicked, going. The plan was to Naruto run past the guards and see them aliens. Spoiler alert, nobody, Naruto ran into Area 51, but thousands of people did show up in nearby towns. There were festivals, alien costumes, music, merch. It was like Coachella, but with more tinfoil. The military responded by increasing security and reminding everyone that this is, in fact, a military base, not a tourist attraction. And that brings us to today. Area 51 is still active, still restricted, still mysterious. We know aircraft testing continues. We know the U.S. government studies unidentified aerial phenomena. Yes, they use that term now. And we know that the desert around Groom Lake hides things we probably wanted to learn about for decades. Does Area 51 house aliens? There is zero confirmed evidence that extraterrestrials are stored there. No official photos, no verified documents, no credible proof. But the lack of answers is exactly why people keep asking. Humans hate mystery, especially American humans with internet access. And let's be honest, if aliens did exist, would the government tell us? Or would they say, yeah, nothing weird here, and go back to lunch? Area 51 sits at the intersection of fear, curiosity, and imagination. It's a reminder that secrecy breeds stories, and stories, when repeated enough, become legends. Whether it's just advanced jets or something far stranger, Area 51 represents the unknown. And the unknown? That's terrifying and fascinating at the same time. So the next time you see a weird light in the sky over Nevada, remember, it could be cutting-edge military tech, or it could be an alien Uber running late. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more mysteries, and comment what you think is really inside Area 51. Because one thing's for sure, they're not telling us everything.